Why, hello, drivers. Depending on where you're at in your shift, either good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I am your owner operator lease advisor here in West Valley City, Utah, Addison Johnson. And we are blessed to have not only the myth, not only the legend, Michelle Cantrell with us today down there in Phoenix, Arizona, right, Michelle? You're getting around there?
I'm getting around. Yeah, I'm out here in the desert.
There you go. A little different than the South Carolina wet.
Yeah.
And we have a new face in the owner operator team there, Mr. Jason Ellis. Jason, how we doing today?
Pretty good about yourself.
Oh, living the good life, living the good life. I'm doing far better than you with my company that I don't have. No, I'm just kidding.
What did
I'm
you just
just
say?
kidding. I'm just kidding. Jason, a lot of drivers like to know who they're working with. What kind of expertise are you bringing to the owner operator position, man? Now, if I've heard correctly, you have driven for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I've been driving like 18 years. I just got off the road 3 weeks ago, so that's when I hung up my keys.
Yeah. You know what? It takes a while to get used to four walls, and I don't know if we ever do get used to that. So,
Yeah, yeah, I know. Definitely, sitting behind the windshield is very different than sitting behind a desk for sure.
yep. Michelle, and how are you today?
I'm great. I'm much better than I was earlier this week for sure.
That's good. You're sounding a lot better. She had a little cold. I don't know if you got anybody talked to her on the phone, but she had a little cold earlier. But obviously, she got the
I was
Southern charm back.
this
So,
week. I was a little squeaky, but I'm good to go now. So,
oh, there we go. There we go. Drivers, we wanted to jump on today, not only to introduce our new shining face there, Jason, but also to just kind of go over some things here. Getting into fourth quarter, a lot of drivers have questions. They whether you're first starting or if this is your like Jason 18th time around the block here. Fourth quarter has its challenges, but in the most part, I think it has its perks, right? When you're talking freight volume, when you're just talking, pretty much freight volume, right? This is the time to get in and make your money, make your miles.
yeah, you're always looking at that fourth quarter push, looking for the retail season. Everybody trying to get everything done before the end of the year. Retail is strong for Christmas. It's a great time to get started
Yep,
and put some money away for sure.
exactly. Jason, I mean, what was your live view out in the road fourth quarter, man? I mean, would you agree on that as well?
Yeah, fourth quarter for a lot of companies, the freight's higher. I ran ports, so ports were pretty busy at the time when I was doing it. And then owner operator, on the owner operator aspect of it here at Swift, it picked up a lot. Just before coming off the road, I hit 3,200 miles. That's loaded miles. So, I mean, freight's definitely there.
There you go. There you go. Oh, let's see here. Guys, so we have quite a few things going on here at Swift, right? Um, we have, I feel like, broaden our load board. That is open to all owner operators getting on with Swift that are running over the road. Okay, so that's going to be the key factor is being out on the road, being good with that 2 to 4 weeks out on the road there. You would have that tool for your business. Okay. And from my understanding, Michelle, am I correct there? We added quite a bit of freight to that and it's
Oh yeah, it
broadening
is
pretty well,
like
right?
it's picking up more and more all the time. You know, the load board is something that all of us recruiters have been asking for. I think it seems like for years. But
Years.
just the ability to control your truck the way you want to, go where you want to, have the opportunity to have a little bit more input on how your business is run by being able to see where the loads are and what's coming back out of an area. It's been phenomenal, phenomenal.
One of the things I love about that is because not only do you have the load board option to self dispatch, you also still have the access to the dispatch freight.
Correct,
So
correct.
if you're working your business as you should, guys, there's should be no reason to be sitting. A lot
Yeah,
of
that's one of
options there
the
for folks.
huge selling point. I tell all drivers, you know, if you don't find what you want off the load board, you still have the capability to be offered loads through the planning team, you know, to be offered loads to the dispatch. Nothing's forced dispatch for our owners. So, you know, if you know how it is. Everybody's highly against New York for some ungodly reason, you know. So if you don't want to go there, you definitely don't have to.
I
But
think Jason and I might be able to tell you that New York's not
yeah,
fun.
No, no, it's not. In fact, New York is. Last time I was in New York was 2008. That was the last time I went into New York with a truck. So,
At 10 years over the road, I opted and volunteered twice, and that
uh,
was
what are you talking
enough.
about? It's perfect conditions for a 53-foot trailer. It's perfect.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you got plenty of room to maneuver. I mean, you could do a U-turn in the middle of the street. Not that we do U-turns or anything like that,
And,
it's not.
and the
but
nicest
it can be done.
drivers, yeah,
Oh,
and the
absolutely.
nicest
Friendly
drivers.
people. They all talk like me.
If you don't
That's
mind, though, if you don't mind, I like to touch on the load board a little bit. I'm going to do a little bragging here. Out here in Phoenix, just before I got off the road, we were doing no less than 13 loads every Monday, and then I think throughout the rest of the week, if you check the load boards pretty early, I mean, we were hitting 24, 25 loads a day.
heck yeah.
So, so
And that's
yeah,
it.
the
It's an
opportunities there for drivers.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
and you know,
excellent
it's updated, you know, current time. So you might look, you know, now and there's 2 loads to South Carolina, but in 2 hours there might be 2 more. You know, it's real time. So as loads get booked and planned, they get added to that board.
point. It's a live load board, so you got to work the tools, work the system, and that's just part of being, an active owner. Always,
That's
what's that?
right.
Proactively thinking, and always working those tools. So that's good to hear. Heck yeah. Another exciting thing, we're just kind of giving some more teasers on this, and so our percentage pay, our percentage market pay is active. We are adding drivers, selected drivers. We're building it nice and slow, guys. It's going to take some time. We like to make sure when we're putting a product out that's going to be completely finished and refined to where
That's absolutely right.
minimal issues.
And
So,
for our current drivers, in case you didn't know, a lot of drivers are still calling me every day wanting to get on the load board. If you get on your driver portal, down to the bottom, in the little left-hand corner, there's a picture. It says get on the load board. So there's a waiting list. Sign up for it today. Start now. Don't wait. So the
yep.
sooner you sign up, the sooner you'll get on it.
And also until it's fully active, what I highly recommend to all my guys as well is do your research. Some things you're going to want to know, the areas that you want to run, it might be better to stay on mileage. And fortunately, Swift is going to be offering both mileage and percentage. Sorry, market base. And so before just jumping into it, make sure you're doing your research on the areas that you like to run or are willing to run, the timeout that you're wanting to spend out on the road. Make
And
sure it's
you
a
need to
good
know your
fit.
math as well. You need to know $1,000 looks attractive, but is it really?
Yep.
Once you do what you're going to make per mile plus fuel surcharge, is that $1,000 better or worse? So you need to know as you choose your loads if it's really beneficial for you or not.
Exactly.
I'd like to also add to the owner operator training consultants. The miles that they're going to be getting with their trainees as opposed to percentage pay. So they might want to keep that in mind as well for the owner operator consultants or trainees. Sorry.
Yep.
Yep. And if you are fresh to Swift, our independent training consultant is our owner operators who have opted into taking a newer student out or even a refresher student to teach them not only the safety expectations of Swift, but how to operate within Swift and get those miles and get money.
Oh,
And
absolutely. It's a great opportunity to train the next generation.
yep,
These are the drivers that are out on the road with your family. And so if you are willing to share what you've learned over the years or with your time out on the road, you're doing us all a favor.
on the safety aspect, and of course making good money doing it,
Right.
and that's where it
That's
got me.
exactly right.
That's
The money's always good, but other stuff's more important.
always good. That's right. And if you guys are new to watching our videos, we have a couple of different options for you as far as getting as an owner operator with Swift. Okay. So if you have your own truck, we like to see about a 2016 or newer. Okay. It has to have that collision mitigation system or the variable cruise. Okay. Be able to take advantage of our discounted insurance, discounted fuel, no trailer rental fee. There we go. That's a huge sell right there. And of course, that stability and reliability in our freight network. And if you don't have your own truck, we of course have our leasing option. Michelle, what are some of the leases we've got?
You would make me do the details. I see how
I'm
you
going to
are.
do the details.
Anyway, so we have an MRP program. That program is designed for drivers who are looking, especially designed for those drivers that are looking, they have the goal to own their truck. So it gives you the peace of mind to be able to get a truck that has maybe 350,000 miles on it. I think most of ours are 350 to 400,000 miles. You can lease those trucks for 3 years, have a small balloon payment at the end, and then you have what we call our MRP program, which is maintenance repair program. See, I'm as tongue tied as you are today. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so the maintenance repair program is basically an extended warranty. It's going to cover a majority of your repairs for an 80-20 split. Doesn't cover your brakes, tires, and batteries, but then your regular warranty is not either. So it will cover a majority of that other stuff. So you don't have to worry about getting stuck down the road in an older truck with some catastrophic repair. You're going to have the peace of mind of knowing that, you've got the backing of Swift and you're programmed to cover most of those problems that you may have. So that's, the older trucks. And those trucks usually generally run, they're a little bit lower because you do pay for that extended warranty. Then our general lease, of course, anything new to 23-ish, I guess you say right now, that changes from time to time because we do, if you want an extended warranty on a newer truck, we do allow that as well. And we can work out something for you to add that warranty. However, the newer trucks are generally the manufacturer's warranty. Those trucks are in the 600 range, 6 to 7, somewhere like that, plus your expenses. But we have an option of different trucks. We have the Peterbilts now. I mean, they're few and far in between, but we have them. The majority of our trucks are the Freightliner Cascadias and the Kenworth T680s. So 90% of our trucks will finance that entire down payment at $100 a week. So $2,500 for all trucks. But we have the lowest prices just about anywhere I've seen. What do you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've got guys telling me from like, well, I won't name names, but truck payments $1,000 to even $1,500 a
Yep,
week
seen
just for
lots.
the truck, just for the
Yeah.
truck.
And then, we're paying for your registration and base plates. We're paying for all your permits and tolls. I mean, we don't charge for trailers. So, I mean, what more could you ask for, right?
Low overhead, I think, is one of our biggest sales with our
Oh,
program.
absolutely.
And what that does for you as a business owner, it's going to get you to that profit margin quicker and more controlled to where you could have that home life, work life balance for you and not just feel like you're having to, say you take a week off, you're not having to run 2 months just to start breaking even.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You're right.
Jason, what kind of truck did you have, man?
Oh, I had a Cascadia Freightliner, 2019. I was under the MRP program.
Nice.
It helped out where it definitely needed to. I had the older contracts, so my contract was a little bit different than the newer ones. But push come to shove, when I broke down on the road, it did definitely help me out. And even if my maintenance account was a little low, IEL was working with me to make payment arrangements. So they worked very, very well with me. So
Oh, did I mention we have a rental program? How many companies out there have a rental program?
I was just getting to that
Yeah,
too.
they don't. They don't. If your truck breaks down and you're in a hotel, call me when you're fixed. Right? We don't do that. We're going to put you in a truck and let you continue to make some money.
All with inside Swift as well. You're not having to
Yeah,
deal with any
exactly.
outside broker trying to get something lined up. It's all in-house there. So that support there. And speaking on what Jason said, I think our numbers, we have paid out, well, that program is, their portion of it is like $2.5 million to go towards drivers repairs.
Yep.
Right.
Big chunk of money.
Mm-hmm.
I was just checking out some comments here.
While you're doing that, just talking on the rental. it is not an exorbitant amount of money like you might think. I mean, when I first rented a truck, I was thinking, oh man, I'm going to pay like $200 a week or something like that, and it's 7 cents a mile. I mean, that's about how much it is right now.
Yep.
And so for me, I'm able to run, 25 still well, when I was running, I was able to run, 2,500 miles a week and barely scratch the surface on a rental fee. So it
Yep.
definitely helped out.
So that driver support, I've never been with a company that has been more driver oriented than Swift. That's
Great.
why I've been here 17 years, 10 years over the road. So
You're
if you
just
are
a
in that
baby.
market, just a baby. How many
Just a
years you up
baby.
to, Michelle?
26.
26.
See my
You
gray
don't even
hair? See it?
you
See it?
don't even look that old enough to be 26. Come on now.
I started when I was 10.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
so just throwing it out there. I started when I was 10.
while we're on it, I've only been here for a little over 2 years, but I do got to thank my mom because she's a Swift driver. I was dead set against working for big companies for a very long time. In fact, for a long time, I was working for a smaller mom and pop company in Florida before moving out here to Phoenix. Um, but she was like, "Yeah, come on to Swift, come on to Swift." I'm like, "Nah, I don't know if I want to do that." The large company, I've had really bad experiences with large companies before, but um, Swift definitely changed my mind with big companies. That's the reason why I became an owner operator recruiter here because I definitely believe in the product that I was using.
Absolutely. And that's funny. My mother trained me to be, she was my mentor,
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah.
Yep.
She
For
still is,
Swift.
right? Because she's still in recruiting, right?
Yep, she is. Yep,
Yeah.
she's on
But
the
she's
company
still
side
teaching
now.
you every day, little
Absolutely.
boy.
Oh, yeah, I wanna sorry, I got distracted
Yeah,
by
I was looking
Jason's
at some of
story
the
there.
comments, but it looks like they're having a conversation without us.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Bean. See, he loves us both.
Uh-huh.
But you're his little brother, so you strive to look like him more and more every day.
I'm pretty sure I had the beard first. Just saying.
I don't know.
Just saying.
I've known Jordan for a long time, and I think the beard's always been there.
Uh, he's just always good looking. I have to cover my face up. That's why I have a beard.
Is that why you have the hat on?
Oh, that too. Yep. Yep.
Oh no, you didn't. Okay.
Man, but yeah, they loving the comments, guys. Appreciate it. Keep it coming. But yeah, you guys are kind of answering yourselves here too. I like it. Doing all
Yeah,
the
and
hard work
I've
for
just
us.
Jonathan Layton, and actually I know him. He's running flatbed right now, getting ready to go back to the van side. But the load board, you can access it through a web page. You also can look at it on your tablet. So once you sign on to the portal, which I didn't know that. That's not what I concentrate or focus on. You can see that load board right on your portal page.
Yep. Quick access there. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And of
Yep.
course, if you have any questions on how to sign in there, don't hesitate to call up your OOC, your owner operator consultant. That's what they're there for. I see a message from Harry Madeira. How long do you have to be with the company? So, a couple of options there being qualified for the owner operator program. If you are currently a Swift driver, all we would require is 6 months with Swift, if that's all your experience, if it's less than the 9 months total. And I'm probably getting a
6 months from your solo date.
6 months from solo date.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you're coming in from the outside, looking to go straight into being an owner operator, we do require 9 months of verifiable over the road experience.
And obviously that's because, as a Swift driver, we have access to, your driving record. We know firsthand if you're running red lights and trying to speed a little bit. But
That's right.
so we know all that. We see everything. But as an outside driver, of course, we want that 9 months.
Yep.
So we can verify, your previous experiences.
Yep. Well, Michelle, Jason, anything else you guys would like to add for today?
I don't think so. Though,
No.
just for the public out there, don't call Addison. My name's Michelle. I'm in Greer. Come see me. If you're thinking about leasing or not ready to pull the plug and just have some questions, reach out to any of us. We're glad to talk to you. We'll answer anything, any questions you have. If it's something you're looking at doing 6 months down the road, now's the time to start answering the questions so you have all the answers when the time comes. Just give us a call.
Exactly.
Or there's 8 of us, 9 of us now. How many are there? Yeah, 9 now with Jason. We're willing to just help you any way we can.
And I know it's kind of hard to hear with her accent, but she said call Addison Johnson
No, it
in
is.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
I speak perfectly good English. With an accent.
And yes, if you guys have any questions, if you're on the fence going back and forth, especially with it being fourth quarter, in my opinion, this is one of the best times to really dive in, get the answers you're needing to make a decision and start it. You cannot beat the fourth quarter freight consistency and reliability. That's going to set you up for these next couple of quarters. And so, yes, please do not hesitate to call in for any questions. And other than that, unless you guys have more to say, we sure appreciate the time and wish you all the best. And we'll be talking to you guys soon.
That's right. Thanks a lot, guys.